Yeah, it's fine if you like shower curtains. Here, go out and get something simple, huh? Something with a little class.
You know, I really wish you would not give me money.
Hey, there's plenty more where that came from, hmm?
That's not what I mean. It's your mother.
Cindy, that is Judith. That is not Mother, that is Judith.
Look, where Drew is concerned, I think it best if I just stay out of it.
Of course he's not your problem. Thanks so much, Alec, for your unflagging support.
Judith, that's not fair.
Well, his mother was a cowering dipsomaniac. His father, well, forget it.
You sure it's not just some bookkeeping screw-up?
6 different checks for $5,000 each. Thank heavens the accountants were paying attention. My stepson is nothing more than a common little thief and a forger.
And not about to change. Well, as I see it, you have your usual pair of options. You can file felony charges against the heir to one of Boston's largest fortunes, or you can give him another scolding, followed by another increase in his allowance.
Well, if you had any money of your own, dear heart, you wouldn't find this quite so amusing.
True enough, darling. Unlike your previous husband, it's doubtful I will ever leave you several $1 million. But I won't leave you another Drew to take care of either.
Where are you going?
I left some papers at the beach house. I'll need them at the office tomorrow.
Do be careful, darling. Very careful.
I don't know what you mean, Judith.
Oh, please, Alec. Your little diversions are your business. Unless, of course, they happen to embarrass me.
It's Myrtle's feet, Harry. I'm into the chiropodist for the last couple of times.
EJ, let me have 20 from petty cash, will you?
You get it back, Harry, as soon as I'm on my feet again.
Yeah, well, just stay off of Myrtle's feet, okay? And tell her not to schlep anything heavier than the racing form.
Thanks, Harry. You're a pal. This is really gonna help. Hey, Harry.
Hey!
Well, just to show I haven't lost my touch. A couple more months, I'll be off of probation.
Yeah, I bet the boys down at the Bunko squad will be thrilled.
Harry, thanks.
Did I say a word?
It's a loan. Mother Teresa, I'm not.
Another hard luck story, Harry.
Don't you start, McGinnis.
Done and done, Ellie. Did you find a dress?
Heavenly deep red chiffon.
Oh, nice. It's this Saturday, isn't it?
Saturday. But I haven't committed myself on the dress.
Oh, Ellie, you have to go.
Well, it's the first time since Matt died, and going alone... I don't know, EJ.
Well, I know. Salty Babe and the 4th at Suffolk. Get Spinelli on the phone.
Perfect, EJ. Thank you. Harry,
Oh, did you get Spinelli?
what are you doing Saturday night?
I got seats right behind the dugout at Fenway. Why?
Saturday is the Bar Association dinner dance, and I think Ellie feels a little awkward about going alone.
Oh, no. No, I'm not going to stand around talking to some bunch of lawyers.
But you won't
Anyway, why should she feel awkward? I don't mind going to the ball game alone.
Harry. Oh, were you asleep?
Not anymore. Kind of out of your neighborhood, aren't you, kid?
Aunt Ellie's been trying to call you. What happened to your phone?
Well, it was either pay Ma Bell or pay Spinelli. Ma Bell sent a letter. Spinelli sent Mickey the loon. So what's up?
This.
Alec Harris. Where do I know that face from?
Certainly not playing pool at Gilhooly's.
Oh, right. Matt's funeral, right? He's old friend of the family?
Right. And we're defending him, so if you have nothing more pressing on your schedule, we've got some gainful employment for you.
Something out there bothering you?
I gave a couple of kids $1 to watch my BMW.
$1?
Oh, Harry, wait. Isn't that enough?
Well, it depends on what you want. Usually for $5, they let you keep your hubcaps.
A week from Tuesday would have been Judith's birthday. We were planning a dinner party.
Yes, she called me. Look, Alec, I know it seems like a nightmare, but is there anything else I should know?
Eleanor, we had our differences. That was no secret. But I didn't kill her.
And your police statement?
Just what I told you. I can't believe this is happening to me.
Look, I'm going to get to work on the bail right away. You should be out of here by this afternoon.
You ask me, your buddy Tyler Chase smells a couple of months on the 11 o'clock news.
That's why he's hanging out the red tape, making me wait until the arraignment and formal discovery before he tells me anything.
Yeah. Listen, what's your read on this, what's his name?
Alec, he didn't do it.
Is that his friend talking or his lawyer?
A little of both. Why?
Just asking. Listen, I'll catch up with you later, McGinnis. Maybe I can clog up Tyler's red tape machine.
Make it fast, will you, Harry? I mean, anybody could walk in here.
Relax, will you, Howard? You're gonna get your ulcer in an uproar. Besides, we're gonna get all this stuff anyway.
But there are rules, Harry, procedures. I could end up directing traffic in South Boston.
You get the medical examiner's report?
Probably tomorrow.
You got a copy machine anyplace?
Harry!
Sergeant, I need 3 copies.
Mr. Chase, sir?
Come on, let me see the damn report, will you?
Absolutely not. There's no way I could possibly let you see this.
Sternhagen, you are without a doubt the most obnoxious, uptight company man in this whole lousy police force, and you're giving me a royal pain. Tyler, will you please tell this knucklehead that I am an officer of the court and I have a right to see this report?
McGraw, you have no idea how delighted I am that you finally come up against somebody who you cannot compromise with your particular brand of horse pucky. Good work, Sergeant. I need 3 copies of everything in the Harris file over at my office right away, please.
Oh, you working on that case? That's a coincidence. McGinnis is on that one, too.
Well, you can tell Eleanor that she will have everything that she needs in due course. Right now, McGraw, I would like you out of here. Now to Sergeant...
Sternhagen, sir.
Right, out of his hair. Oh, I'm sorry, Sternbagel. Harry, let's go.
Yeah, well, just wait till you need a favor from me, Steinberger.
Sternberger.
A .25 caliber automatic. The cops found it stashed in a drain out in the garage.
I told you it was my gun. I kept it in a drawer next to my bed. Of course, it had my fingerprints on it.
Alec, please. We've got to get it all out on the table.
Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Now, according to the police, the body had 3 bullet wounds. The maid was sleeping on the other side of the house and was awakened about midnight and heard shots. And then she heard the car speeding away and then went and discovered Judith.
It had to be some intruder, a burglar, whatever. He must have found the gun in my bedroom. Judith surprised him, and then...
Yeah, I know. Bang, bang.
Harry.
Crude, but accurate.
Yeah, accuracy. Speaking of which, the maid said she heard them drive away. Excuse me, Mr. Harris, but I just don't know too many second-story guys who waltz right up to somebody's front door in the family coupe. You know, it tends to draw a little attention.
Just whose side are you on?
Hey, take it easy. I'm just a hired help. Let me ask you something else, though. You and the missus, you had one of these prenuptial agreements, right? I mean, if there was a divorce, you would have been right out the front gate on your keister.
Where'd you get that?
From the police report.
And since Judith did not leave a will, under state law, you're her sole heir. Now, Alec, the DA is going to hammer away at this in court. We've got to deal with it.
Yeah, and let's deal with something else, too. Now, the homicide guys found a handkerchief with your monogram on it under her body.
I did not kill her. Look, I'll admit she wasn't always the easiest person in the world to live with. The last couple of years, it was separate bedrooms. But I couldn't kill her.
You have something going on the side?
No.
Oh, come on. Separate bedrooms and you're playing Pope Leopold?
Judith was a very demanding, possessive woman.
Oh, okay, I got you. In other words, if she caught you playing house outside of the house, she threatened to cut off your codicil.
Alec, you said you went to the Cape.
Yes, I left some papers at the beach house that I needed at the office. I drove out about 9 or 9:30. I had a few drinks and decided to stay over.
Alone?
Yes.
Anybody see you? You talk to anybody?
Eleanor, I know how this sounds, but I'm telling you the truth.
I believe you, Alec. I believe you. Now, look, why don't you go home and get some rest? Let me start to get to work on this.
Eleanor, you don't know how much it means to me.
Most unhappy marriages end in divorce, not murder. Besides, he was 50 miles away at the Cape.
He says.
Harry.
Plus, there's that pile of evidence which fits him like a $1,200 suit.
All circumstantial. Anything else?
Yeah, character, or rather the lack of it. I mean, this guy's marriage was a real hair shirt, but does he take it off? No, he just scratches and whines. Probably having something to do with the fancy house, the fancy car, etc., none of which he was going to walk away from.
That's amazing. Amazing. You spend 1 hour with that man, and you've already got him figured out.
Hey, you don't have to own a deli to recognize baloney.
Harry, I have known that man for 10 years, not 1 hour. And I'll tell you one thing about Alec Harris. He is far too intelligent to commit a stupid murder like this one.
Oh, so it's his mind you're interested in, huh?
It is the case. And if you are through playing Sigmund Freud, I could use a little help.
Wrong. You could use a lot of help.
From you.
From me, which is what you hired me for.
Right.
Right.
All right. Now, I need a complete background, plus a verification of his alibi. Somebody must have seen him at the Cape that evening.
Okay, but let's just get the ground rules straight. You want me to find out what you want to hear, or you want the straight skinny, down and dirty?
The facts will do, Harry. And I expect you to keep your personal feelings out of this.
I'll tell you what. I will if you will. Are you going to finish those?
Help yourself.
I got you.
Who the hell are you?
McGraw, detective, North End. You're the victim's son?
Stepson. Look, I already gave my statement. What is it with you people? Can't you read?
Hey, Sonny, I wouldn't be here if I bought that fairy tale you fed the guy.
Fairy tale? Whoa. I was at that party exactly like I said. You need cooperation, grab a copy of the social register after you get the hell out of here.
Listen, kid.
What do you want from me?
A name. Female.
What?
See, Alec Harris claims he's into abstinence.
Drew, are you okay?
Who's this? The cleaning lady?
Her name is Cindy Grimes, my fiancée. Meet one of Boston's finest.
Him?
Look, will you get your hands off of me, McCluskey, or whatever the hell your name is?
Alec Harris's squeeze, Pally.
Okay. Her name is Lindsay Potter. She works for the family accountant firm, Beeman, Hackett, and Fry.
Baby, are you okay?
And you claim you two were doing your Siamese twin act at this party during the time of the murder, right?
Yes, Drew was with me all that evening.
Right. Well, see you around.
Hey, what's your badge number?
Me? 4903.
Drew?
He's got nothing. Hey, don't lose your nerve, huh? Very soon, we are going to be very rich.
I have Mr. Gorshak of Gottlieb, Gorshak, and Goneff calling Lindsay Potter.
Miss Potter is no longer with the firm.
She doesn't work there anymore.
You're kidding. Since when?
Since when?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
This is her Uncle Morton. I'm flying in from Cedar Rapids, and this is the only number I've got. How about giving me your home number and maybe your address?
Sorry, sir. We can't give out information like that. You understand.
Oh, sure. You can't be too careful these days. Well, how about transferring me to personnel?
One moment, please, Mr. Gorshak.
Personnel, Antonelli speaking. May I help you, Mr. Gorshak?
Gorshak? I don't know any Gorshak. This is Joe at payroll. Listen, I got a termination check here for Potter, Lindsay. Where am I supposed to send it?
Now, hold on, Joe. Let's see, that's 734 Garden Terrace, Cambridge. You got that, Joe?
Thanks a lot, Antonelli.
How can you do that so glibly?
I don't know, kid. Just comes from somewhere deep inside my soul. Hey, will you cut it out?
Biff, stop that, Biff.
Hey, will you cut it out, Bowser?
Biff, stop that. Look, I can't help you, Mr. McCoy. I've never even met Alec Harris.
That's McGraw. And maybe you heard the guy's been arrested for murder.
I don't know anything about any murder.
Now, look, Miss Potter, that's two nice fat ones I'll let you swing at. Now, the next one's going to hit you right between the eyes. It's called a subpoena. Now, why don't you rest your puppy here, and I'll rest my dogs. And you can tell me all about your pal, Alex, huh?
I only know him casually, through the firm.
Now, look, sweetheart, I'm on his side, too. So let's not waste a lot of time you could be spending on the unemployment line. How long were you two fooling around behind his wife's back?
We were not fooling around. I was upset because I lost my job. I phoned Mr. Harris to see if he could help. He invited me to dinner.
So you two were at a restaurant out at the Cape, huh?
Well, actually, we drove to his beach house. Mr. Harris cooked.
Uh-huh.
But absolutely nothing happened. That was the first and the only time that I've seen him outside of the office.
All right, let me guess. About midnight, the time his wife got hit, you two were doing the dishes, right?
I was with him until about 1, when he drove me home. Biff!
Oh!
Come back here, Biff!
Come back here.
Honey, your purse. Well, I guess that ought to do it, Miss Potter.
Will you be needing my testimony?
No thanks. We want to keep him out of jail.
What's next, the grand jury?
No, preliminary hearing, but with any luck, it won't go beyond the arraignment.
I don't know. Hearing the charges being read, I guess the reality of all of it is finally sinking in.
Alec, I wish I could say something. Something that would make it all go away, but I can't. And it won't, not for a long time. Look, if you're up to it, why don't we have dinner?
Pity, Eleanor? You're sweet, but
Alec,
thanks.
for God's sake, we have known each other for years. I would like to, please. I could make a reservation at Black's.
I have a better idea. Do you still make that wonderful linguine with clam sauce?
Matt's favorite. No, I haven't prepared it in ages.
2 years. It's a long time, Eleanor. I'll bring the wine. How about 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock would be fine.
I'll see you then.
This sort of fell out of her purse. She's a long-legged CPA who would look great as the centerfold in the Harvard Business Quarterly. Name's Lindsay Potter.
He was at a motel with her?
His beach house, she says. The Seaview is one of those joints that rents by the hour. And that phone number there checked out to be the unlisted phone at the beach house.
What about these numbers?
Beats me, but they're not as high as her IQ. Believe me, there's no air between that broad's ears. Hey, I'm sorry, but you said you wanted it straight.
Are you sorry, Harry? I mean, this is a major break for us. We now have a witness who can place him at the Cape.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, if Miss MBA was warming the sheets with him, she might just be willing to lie for him, too. Speaking of which, I figured we just barely scratched the surface of the lying going on in this little opera.
I cannot understand him lying to me like that.
Oh, come on, McGinnis. The guy's not stupid. He must have known that an alibi shaped like Lindsay Potter would go over like a 2-ton anchor. I mean, you put that bimbo on the stand, and Tyler Chase will come up with enough dirty laundry to stretch from the Seaview Motel all the way to a cell in Charleston.
Oh, stop being so sure of yourself, Harry.
Hey, I just call him the way I see him.
Wrong. Your problem is that you are constitutionally incapable of trusting anybody who is well-groomed and well-dressed and can't read a scratch sheet.
Oh, yeah? Well, at least I can see past the cap teeth and the prep school patter. I mean, I thought lawyers were supposed to look at facts, not pedigrees.
What? Is that what you're handing me, facts?
No, he's handing them to you, McGinnis, only you don't want to see him. The guy is a gigolo, for God's sake, and you're buying his act.
So that's why you resent him. Well, just stick to your investigations, Harry. I will look out for my own personal life. Thank you very much.
Oh, what do you say, Howard? I just came in to use your phone, and the file was laying here open, so... You okay, pal?
They called me upstairs.
Oh, Kowalski beating up on you again?
The captain. Somebody filed a complaint against me.
What'd you do, misfile something?
Excessive force, Harry. Threatening a witness.
Well, you kidding, in here? That's not smart, Howard.
Me? I haven't even seen a witness in 9 years. Some detective on the Harris case leaned on the murder victim's stepson in front of his girlfriend and gave him my badge number.
You're... Oh, geez, that's tough, Howard.
Well, what is it, Harry?
Nothing. Listen, hey, forget about it. They'll never make it stick anyway. Look, didn't I say there were 3 bullet holes?
There were. Read the back. Who would do such a thing to me? Why?
Well, this says they found 2 .25 caliber slugs in the body.
Murphy. No, that was 5 years ago. I lost his reports.
Wait a minute. It says the cause of death was a bullet-like trauma to the right ventricle. What does that mean, bullet-like?
How should I know, Harry? Maybe they teach him to write like that in medical school. Manetti. The other day I caught him looking at me kind of funny.
What the hell is this? A desk report of an anonymous phone tip. Unidentified female tells homicide where to find the piece? This wasn't in the file before.
What can I tell you, Harry? It comes down, I file it.
This whole thing is starting to smell like a pair of wet sneakers.
I know a lot of them resent me because I run such a tight ship here, but rules are rules.
Listen, Howard, that thing with the badge number, you know, that could have been an honest mistake. I mean, like, somebody asks you a question, right? And the answer, you don't even know where it came from, you know?
What are you talking about, Harry? Harry? Harry?
Well, I was just about to call you, Eleanor. I learned about it myself only 10 minutes ago. Officer took the call, misplaced his log sheet.
How convenient.
Well, Eleanor, we would have found the murder weapon eventually. I mean, it really doesn't change anything evidence-wise.
An anonymous phone tip? On the contrary, Tyler, it most certainly does, particularly in light of the fact that I am that close to establishing that my client was 50 miles away at the time his wife was murdered.
You don't really believe that he's innocent, do you?
Just watch me, Tyler. I'm going to prove it to you. Oh. How did that man ever get elected? He didn't. He was appointed. That explains it. Hey, great. Great what?
Your hair. You did something.
Oh, it's nothing special.
He's very attractive.
Who, Tyler?
You know who I mean. Alec Harris.
EJ, he's just a friend.
Right. Have a nice time.
It's practically business.
Good night.
Good night.
Wow! You smell great. You have a day?
Good night, Stephen.
Squabo champignon. Eleanor, I'm flattered that you've gone to so much trouble.
Well, I just wanted to flex my muscles a little bit. Hope I haven't lost my touch.
Well, unless my nose deceives me, you're still a major contender. Your hair is lovely.
Oh, just a little different. Dinner will be about 5 minutes.
Cheers. Listen, I have a wonderful idea. Why don't we discuss Lindsay Potter so we can get on with the rest of the evening?
Yes, maybe we should.
I know I should have told you, but look, maybe I was being noble, but I didn't want to bring her into it. I mean, she's just a child.
That's not what I heard.
Eleanor, there is nothing between us. I mean, nothing real.
Fine. Fine. I just wish that you had been more honest with me. I mean, after all, I am your attorney.
Oh, Ellie, you're much more to me than that. I think we both know that.
Excuse me. Harry, what...
McGinnis, I'm glad I caught you.
Couldn't you have phoned?
Hey, nice dress, but your hair's all funny.
You're too kind. What is this all about?
Well, something weird's going on. Oh, hey, I'm interrupting something.
McGraw?
Harry, couldn't this wait?
I'm afraid not. See, the thing is, I just got to look at the medical report. Now, one place, it says there were 3 bullet holes. Another place, it says 2 bullet holes. But only 2 slugs were recovered.
You got to look at a medical report at 9 o'clock tonight?
Now, look, the weird thing is, if you read this report, you might come to the conclusion that one of those bullet wounds was not caused by a bullet.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a knife or an ice pick.
No, it's too bizarre.
And what is it, Harris? You got something? Spit it out.
Well, one of Drew's hobbies is archery. He's won trophies for it. But no, that's ridiculous.
Drew certainly had a motive.
Yeah, but why would he off his stepmother with a bow and arrow, for God's sake?
And why would I use my own gun and then leave my fingerprints on it?
Good point. Listen, besides this bimbo you spent the night with, is there anything else that could corroborate where you were? I mean, did you stop for anything? Did you get gas? Pick up some beer, popcorn, anything? Think.
I don't believe so. But wait, I was short of cash. I stopped at the bank.
But they got all-night banks on the Cape?
You mean an automatic telemachine?
Well, where was this? What time?
Well, I don't recall exactly, but I guess it must have been about midnight. But nobody saw me, except Miss Potter. She was waiting in the car. We were on our way back to Boston.
Hold it, those machines, they cough up a receipt, right?
And I usually keep them so I won't forget to enter it in the checkbook. Yes, I guess this is it.
Bingo. Date, time, and location. There's your alibi, McGinnis.
Oh, Alex! Oh, how wonderful! I knew we'd find something. I knew it.
Hey, Harris, you drive a blue Jaguar?
Yes, why?
Well, unless your chauffeur buys his suits at the racetrack, I think somebody's trying to boost your car.
What? Ellie, quick, call the police.
By the time the cops get here, your wheels will be in Miami. Come on, we'll get them.
Hey, you! Here! Don't worry, this baby's got a pursuit engine. He won't lose us. I know these streets like the back of my hand.
Oh, come on, Harry. You knew I invited him to dinner.
Oh, maybe EJ mentioned it.
Baby? Harry, I do not need a babysitter.
That's debatable, McGinnis. Anyway, at least he and I got a pretty good look at the guy who ripped off his car. He was right on his tail, too. I would have nailed him if my engine hadn't conked out. Probably had it tuned a little too fine.
That's your car you're talking about?
So then I figured we ought to go report it. But it took forever finding a taxi way out there by the South Shore. And no phones for miles. Anyway, now that you got Loverboy off the hook, you won't be needing me anymore, so I'm going out to the track. I'll see you around.
Oh. Shh. Shh. Oh, gentleman to see you, Harry.
Mitch, what the hell are you doing here?
Balance, Harry, before you lay it on some also-ran.
So, what do you want me to do with the car?
I don't want to know.
You don't?
Just get out. Come on. Use the back steps.
Car trouble, Harry?
Yeah. I think it's the carburetor.
Be careful it doesn't backfire.
Oh, nice shot, Harry. Are you just practicing, or do you mean to kill your chair?
What I'm practicing, kid, is mathematics. See, how do 2 bullets add up to 3 bullet holes?
And the answer's an arrow? What is that, some kind of new math, Harry?
It ain't Chinese bookkeeping, Sonny. See, a 25 caliber slug is just about the same diameter as one of these beauties.
Well, I don't recall they found an arrow at the scene.
Well, they didn't. All I'm saying is it's possible.
Well, since all charges against Alec Harris have been dropped, what the hell difference does it make?
Ah!
Oh, steel bowstring. You gotta be careful.
I'll get some ice.
Thanks for the warning, Harry.
Don't mention it, kid.
Doesn't anybody ever refill these things? Come on, Steve. Ellie will have some ice.
Easy.
You did that with Harry's what?
Hi, Miss Grimes. Remember me? Detective McGraw?
Yeah, do I? Would you get your hands off me, or do you want to be reported again?
Come on. Get in.
Wait a minute. What kind of cop car is this?
Undercover. Now, look, we can either talk here or downtown.
About what?
Maybe you heard we released Alec Harris yesterday.
So?
So we know the lady was killed with an arrow, as in bow and arrow, as in the kind your roommate won trophies for.
Drew was with me at the party.
Okay, if you still want to stick to that fairy tale, it's your funeral.
No, but wait a minute.
Wait for what? We got 9 guests, count 'em 9, who swear they don't remember seeing you or Robin Hood around midnight. Now, maybe that makes you an accessory to murder, which is the same thing as pulling the trigger.
Okay. Oh, God. Drew made me say it. He did slip away from the party, but I was not with him, I swear.
Now you're doing the right thing, kid. It was you that called and tipped us about the gun, wasn't it?
Drew made me do that, too. I don't know what to believe anymore. Drew swears he didn't do it. Please, you've got to help me.
So, Alec, you're probably asking yourself, now why would Harry McGraw want to buy me breakfast, right?
I think I know.
You do?
Excuse me, pal. You mind sharing so many peanuts? Sorry, pal.
Harry, I'm a pretty good judge of people, and there was something about your attitude toward me that I picked up on. You're very protective of Eleanor.
Me? Nah, she takes care of herself just fine.
And you're probably saying to yourself, now that this case is over, everything will be back the way it was. Wrong, McGraw. In fact, I'd wager this may be the start of a whole new life for both of us.
Is that so?
You're a good detective, Harry, and I owe you. But from now on, it's every man for himself. Listen, I hate to run, but I have an appointment.
Oh, no, stick around a second. Oh, did they ever find your car?
Minus the radio and 4 tires.
Oh, jeez, that's terrible.
Check, please. I really do have to go.
No, listen, this is on me, really. No, see, what I wanted to talk to you about is,
Excuse me, pal.
Hey, watch it, will you, fella?
They're still out of peanuts over here.
Nice hangout you got here, Harry. We'll have to do this again sometime.
Yeah, Tuesdays, they got a special. Kielbasa and sauerkraut with a pitcher of beer. You won't have to eat for 3 days. I'll give you a call. Did you get it?
Hey, Harry, it's on the house.
Come on, baby. Come on. Yowza, yowza. Well, just to see if it works. Expenses.
McGinnis and McGinnis.
Let me talk to McGinnis.
Harry, it's Saturday. She's not here.
Look, I just called her at home and she's not there. Where is she?
Oh, I seem to remember she said something about a conference with a client.
Harris?
I don't recall her mentioning a name.
Look, get the wax out of your ears and listen, Sonny. Harris Ofter's wife. Don't ask me how I know, but I know. The guy is dangerous. Now, where the hell are they?
She, I think she said something about going down to the Cape. Harry, is there anything I can do?
It's warm enough. I'm sorry. I can't.
Ellie, Matt's been dead 2 years.
I'm sorry. Did I hurt you?
It's nothing. It's okay. I scraped it taking down the shutters.
Must have been terribly painful.
Eleanor, what's wrong?
Nothing. I just remembered that I have to phone Stephen. He needs some information from me, and I need to give it to him by this evening. I'll phone and be right back.
Operator,
Operator, get me the police. Quickly.
do you want the state police, the county sheriff?
I don't care which one you get me. Just, no, get me the state police.
May I have your address?
And hurry, please.
Where you're calling from?
What do you mean it's out of order? I called a minute ago and I was busy.
Well, the computer indicates a malfunction. If it's at our switching station, we can have it repaired within an hour.
Weren't you going to say goodbye?
I wasn't going away anywhere. I was just trying to start my battery. I've been having a little trouble with it, and I thought I would...
Better come inside. We'll call the auto club.
Come on!
For an attorney, Eleanor, you're a very poor liar.
Alec, please, please, don't make it any harder for yourself.
How did you find out? Surely not McGraw.
Stephen, my nephew, he had a similar injury using the bow. What are you doing?
First, we go for a little swim, and then I'll have to report a tragic accident.
No, Alec, no! Alec, don't do this!
I have to.
No!
Maginnis!
Hurry in here! Harry.
Are you all right?
Yes, he killed her.
I know, I know.
Look out! Ah! Oh! Oh!
Why couldn't you leave it alone?
You sent Miss CPA to the teller machine with your bank card just for a backup alibi while you were practicing archery on the missus and trying to pin it all on the stepson wrapped up with a pink ribbon, huh?
Seemed like a serviceable plan.
Yeah. Sure, he was supposed to be off at a party, and she's sitting there alone, so she thinks. Then you come up, and he's supposed to be an expert with the bow and arrow, and you give it to her in the back. From that distance, even I could have done it.
I figured the police would find the bow.
Only the kid got there first, figured out the number you were doing on him, and did one of his own, on you.
Can't anticipate everything.
Oh, some things you can, pal. It's empty.
Oh! Oh!
I lied.
Oh, God.
Harry, what are you...
The Bar Association blowout. You gonna go like that?
But it's 7:45. It would take me an hour to get ready. And besides, I don't have anything to wear.
Oh, come on, McGinnis. The only place that's got more clothes than you is Filene's basement. And your hair's back to normal. Besides, I went to a lot of trouble. I mean, I was just lucky that this sax player friend of mine wasn't working tonight.
You know, you're looking very handsome.
Thanks, but are you gonna go or aren't you? I mean,
Harry.
I passed up a ball game.
How do you feel about linguine and clam sauce?
Does Clemens throw high, hard ones? Listen, I know a place in Revere Beach, Razzo's.
Sit down and shut up.